Hello guys. So today I'm going to be doing a bunch of bodice comparisons. We will be looking at the Shadow Empress chain bodice, the Miss Lady Rose bodice, and the Dear Dolly lace corset. And basically what we will be doing is taking a look at each bodice, their differences, and which skirt would go best with each bodice. So the first one we have to start out here is the Shadow Empress chained bodice. So let's spin around so you guys can get a good look at it here. And as you can see, it has a little bell and some chains, and also if you look at the neck, it has a little bell choker. But we're gonna start by looking at which skirts go the best with this bodice. So I made a list here, and the first skirt we're going to be taking a look at is the Magical Guardian of Love and Justice. Also, another skirt that goes well with it is the Dragging Train Rose skirt. And another one that goes good with it is the Real Life Mermaid skirt. And also another skirt that goes with it is the Miss Lady Rose skirt. I'm gonna zoom out here because this skirt is quite large and hard to see when in dress up. But anyways, another skirt that goes good with it is the Magical Enchantress skirt. So here it is. And also another skirt that goes good with it is the Royal Stroll in the Garden skirt. And we also have, of course, the Shadow Empress skirt. The skirt was literally made for it, so we all know why those go good together. And then another skirt is the Moonlight Goddess skirt. And then finally, we have the Pleated Skirt. Now this one would look a bit better, but it looks a bit clippy and strange, as you can see when you look close up to it on the side. But if it were a bit more in place, it'd probably look a bit better. Anyways, on to the next bodice here. So let's take that off. And so the next bodice we're going to be taking a look at is the Miss Lady Rose bodice. Now, see, the difference you might have noticed is between that bodice and the Shadow Empress bodice is they usually end at the waist there. However, with the Shadow Empress bodice, you can see it goes a lot further down, a bit more past the waist, and it makes it look kind of more realistic. But anyways, let's go back to the Miss Lady Rose bodice and try out skirts that look good with the Miss Lady Rose bodice. So immediately, as you can see here, one of the best skirts that go with Miss Lady Rose bodice is the pleated skirt here, but that's just my opinion. But let's take a look at what other skirts go good with the Miss Lady Rose bodice. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Pretty much every skirt goes with this one. So I took a look at the mermaid skirt, I took a look at the Dragging Train Rose skirt, the Magical Guardian, of course the Miss Lady Rose dress, the Ocean Queen, the Sparkly Sarong, etc., etc. Pretty much all of these go well with the Miss Lady Rose bodice. Like, to be honest, I haven't really found a skirt yet that doesn't fit well with the bodice. But anyways, let's go on to the next bodice. So the next bodice we have here is the Dear Dolly ruffle corset. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here and show you guys what it looks like. And then we are going to take a look at which skirts go best with a Dear Dolly ruffled corset. So let's take a look at that, shall we? Okay, so after looking for a few minutes, it's basically the same scenario as the Shadow Empress chain bodice. They have a lot of skirts that goes good with it, but obviously not every skirt. But as you can see, quite a few skirts look good with it. I don't really like the Miss Lady Rose skirt with it though, that's for sure. Nor the Ocean Queen bodice. But as you can see, most of the skirts here are going pretty well with it, in my opinion. But anyways, guys, that's about it for this video. What do you think of the comparison? Did I do a good job? Or did I make it harder to decide or what? I'm not quite sure. But after looking at all the skirts and the bodice comparisons, I think it's easy to say that even though the newest bodice looks really nice, the Miss Lady Rose bodice still pulls ahead and manages to fit in with every skirt. But what do you guys think? What's your favorite bodice?